What is up, guys? Xavier the Gamer back again. Now check this out. It's been a while since I've actually done any actual talking to you guys. That's a bad thing. I'm sorry for that. I've just been really caught up in making video gameplay and all that shit. Anyway, so first of all, forgive the background you hearing. It's more so the wind because my window got broke yesterday, so I'm going to be stuck with this for the next 24 hours. So feel free to beat my shit in for this after the fact. But anyway, so I finally got caught up with OKKO. Now, OKKO's this episode, You're in Control, has definitely, I would think this is more so of a turn in the right direction, but also a turn in the wrong direction, if I had to really, think about it. Now, the reason I'm saying that is, OKKO is still on its first season. That's pretty badass. That's a fact. And its second season is actually set to, premiere sometime this year. And we've actually gotten, it's a total of 53 episodes currently in the first season. Now, what's really cool about all of this is that TKO and KO have now finally come to an agreement that TKO can use his anger on the inside of KO's subconscious, and KO can use TK's powers on the outside. So first of all, let me just go ahead and explain to you guys this before I even go into this theory. Okay, now if you guys don't get the reference of what they're doing here, Ian, the creator, has obviously stated that anime is a very high reference within OKKO, Let's Be Heroes, and there have been multiple characters, cameos, and stuff like that throughout the entire first season of the series. Now, what's so cool about all of that is they're playing off the Naruto thing right now. Now, the Naruto thing, I'm saying this is the whole Naruto and Kurama situation. Basically, every time Naruto gets pissed off or whatever have you, he goes into one of his stages of the Nine-Tailed Fox. KO, whenever pissed off or he feels the necessary need to, has to turn into TKO, but sometimes not willingly. And as the same with Naruto, not willingly. So they basically did the same thing that Naruto did. They made KO confront TKO and admit to him that he needed TKO's powers. Of course, TKO is being an asshole and loves the fact that he needed that situation to be handled. So basically, shortly after the episode ends, the shadow remains in the cage. KO makes a unbreakable punching bag so TKO can take out his energy on it. Now, see, what really was the definitive factor of this is the fact that the chains, the cufflinks on the two of their wrists interlock with one another, both the positive and the negative energy. Now onto the theory, now that I've explained all that. The question here is, will it last? Because we all know how TKO came about. It's because Professor Venomous, aka Laser Blast, decided that he wanted to truly awaken KO's true power. Now, we all know KO is a level 1 hero currently now, but also it's a matter of simply because of having TKO's powers, will that determine if he's going to be a steady hero, or will he achieve at least level 1 through 5, or I don't know, personally. Now, the reason I question that this won't last is because it's relatively only been less than a season old that KO has been on TV, and I'm really at a point of where, now see, this is the crossroads for me. I'm at a point of where I'm trying to figure out, is this really worth the time of going down this particular road where KO, gets these new powers from an outside source and then not able to control these powers, versus absorbing the powers he already has that he was trained with by his mother, this, that, and the third. Now, like I said, there's a lot of theories going on around OKKO, Let's Be Heroes, and I can honestly only touch on a few of them because I don't really want to be bothered with it. But the thing about this whole TKO and KO situation, it's going to be a bit of a middle finger to the audience once we all finally see that TKO had ulterior motives. Now, if you actually saw the episode You're in Control, you'll see that the last bit of what TKO tells KO before he disappears into his subconscious is that there are no takebacks. Now, TKO gave KO a sinister smile with that. So in my mind, how that worked is with the cufflinks, number one, interlocking with one another, and then KO being able to use his negative energy in tangent with his positive energy. I would imagine that there's going to be a situation where TKO is going to come into play as well. Now, how I personally see it, they're still doing this whole development stage with KO, and I wasn't really too shocked that they would try to, you know, use the bad side to influence KO into being a villain, this, that, and the third. I understand that. I've seen that before, and a lot of us have seen that before. We've seen that with LT Gray, a show on Nickelodeon. In case you didn't know that, type that in. Yeah, LT Gray. But like I said, what we're really looking forward here is the fact of what KO's character development is going to be like. Now, so far in the last 53 episodes, I've seen bits and pieces of KO's personality, and then his powers being developed into this full-on respectable character. You know, I'm not saying that the show is bad. I'm not saying it's good either. I'm saying that in terms of focusing around the main character, but also trying to expand upon this vast universe that is the Lakewood Plaza, you know, I feel like there's more to it than necessarily that's been necessarily said. Now, with this whole, the KOs getting it together, and then they're using their powers together and not fighting one another instead for control, I'm honestly willing to say this. The only true way that we will know how or why TKO finally agreed to let KO use his powers, I personally think that that this is going to come about. KO is going to fight Professor Venomous again, and this time I believe TKO is going to come out, and instead of, you know, being this whole fun-loving, adorable little kid that KO is known to be, I believe that Professor Venomous is going to do something to keep KO from changing back to normal from TKO. Now, considering that their powers are interlocked with one another, it's possible that TKO will probably serve under Professor Venomous for a good couple of... I would say this could be a story arc. You know, it could be a good 10 episode story arc, something like that. But in that time, the creators can really sit there and use that 10 episodes to focus on the character development of others, other than just, you know, KO, Enid, Rad, you know, Carol, and the others, stuff like that. But like I said, I personally don't think that this KO's unification thing is going to last too long, because I've seen this shit way too many times on other TV shows where the main character puts their trust in their darker side or an ally that they've been with since the beginning, and then turn around, that person goes down that road of darkness, and then they end up being on the side of evil for God knows how long. And considering they reference Naruto in this situation, I definitely feel that KO is going to go through this path, not maybe identically, but something if not similar to it. So what do you guys think? Do you think that the KOs uniting will be a thing for the rest of the series, or do you think that this will just last for a good season or two, and then KO is going to turn evil and then join the dark side for a short time? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love